Disturbing facts that will probably disturb you even if you're not easily disturbed. Part 49. An Alabama man recently died while undergoing surgery in Florida after the doctor mistakenly removed his liver instead of his spleen. William Ryan, 70 years old, and his wife Beverly are from Muscle Shoals, Alabama. They were at their condo in Destin, Florida, when William started experiencing some pain in his side. He was admitted to the hospital, and they determined that the pain in his side was from an issue with his spleen. Now, William and his wife wanted to travel back to Alabama to get care at one of the hospitals there, but the general surgeon persuaded the Bryans not to return home for the surgery. During the operation, the surgeon removed Ryan's liver, and in doing so, transected the major vasculature supplying the liver, causing immediate and catastrophic blood loss that resulted in Bill Bryan's death. His wife, Beverly is about to own that hospital and every single hospital that is affiliated with it. On June 16, 1883, at the Victoria Hall in Sunderland, England, the distribution of free toys caused a crowd rush, resulting in 183 children aged between 3 and 14 years old to be crushed to death due to compressive asphyxia. It's insane. Like those people that be boxing on Black Friday. Like, it's not worth it, I promise you. And on Black Friday, they don't even really decrease the prices. They just like mark up the prices a couple of days before Black Friday and then discount them to the original price. And everyone thinks they're getting a deal. On July 27th, 2024, these two renowned Japanese climbers fell while making a new route on K2. The rescue team was not able to do anything other than watch as they slowly froze to death, dangling on their rope. Rescue operation has since been terminated. That's why you don't leave the house. That's why you do not have any hobbies that involve leaving your house. Especially not mountain climbing of all things. In Candyman, the scene where Tony Todd has bees fly out of his mouth were real bees. Todd only agreed to do the scene if he got $1,000 for every time that he was stung. After they were done shooting the scene, Todd was $23,000 richer. It's a small price to pay for some whelps in your esophagus. Good thing he wasn't allergic, or it would have been My Girl Part 15. Can't see without his glasses. This is an x-ray of a child's hand. This is the staggering scale of the largest fire ever recorded in California in 2017. Hundreds of families evacuated, and there were incalculable losses. Key West declared independence from the United States in 1982, then declared war, then immediately surrendered to apply for foreign aid after being frustrated by the lack of response from the U.S. government to complaints about a roadblock. The grass is often not greener on the other side. In 2001, King Mslady III imposed a ban on sex with girls under 18. Good guy, right? Well, 2 months later, he married his 9th wife, who was 17, and fined himself 1 cap for breaking the law. In 2005, he repealed the law so he could marry another girl who was age 17. But don't worry, 3 months later, he finally got a girl his age. She was 18 years old. Guys really got it tight. That's who y'all want as king? Okay. Julianne de Fontervalt was the illegitimate daughter of King Henry I of England, and she tried to kill King Henry with a crossbow after he permitted the blinding of her daughters, his grandchildren, who were being held hostage at the time. Father of the year, am I right? Andrew Day Jones, who is the mastermind that led the Comet Line during World War II, was saved from execution because Gestapo officials did not believe that such a small young girl could lead such an operation. The network, consisting of mainly young women, smuggled shot-down airmen from Belgium to Spain. What was that? What was that? That's a bad bitch alert right there. The colony of Jamestown was once affected by the starving time, which was a devastating winter that caused all but 61 of the original 500 colonists to starve to death, with several people resorting to cannibalism. And like, I know you gotta do what you gotta do, but I don't know if I could cut up and cook and eat my homie. I guess it depends. They taste like bagel bites. The unauthorized alteration of an FBI 10 Most Wanted Fugitive poster is a violation of United States federal law. Don't go to federal prison. Don't graffiti top 10 most wanted posters. Or if you do, don't get caught. The NCAA was originally founded to protect college athletes from the brutality of early college football. In 1904 alone, there were 159 serious injuries and 18 deaths on the field. Banks used to print people's social security numbers on their checks. What's the worst that could happen? Key West, Florida got hit with 2 Category 5 hurricanes while MTV was filming The Real World there. Key West was like, nah. Get them out of here or I'm gonna put them out. North Dakota's tourism slogan is hello. Hello, North Dakota. I often forget you exist. The movie The Blind Side, which is based on the true story of Michael Orr being taken in by the Tuohys, was totally incorrect. The real Michael Orr says that the movie portrayed him as if, 1, he had never even heard of football, even though he'd been following the sport since he was a child, and 2, portrayed him as very stupid, even though He was not stupid, he just did not have access to proper education. It's still one of my favorite movies though. In 2018, Vilnius, which is the capital of Lithuania, ran an ad campaign branding itself as the G-spot of Europe, accompanied by the slogan, "No one knows where it is, but when you get there, it's amazing." Vampire bats have an anticoagulant in their saliva called Draculin. It's very appropriately named. It's currently being used in clinical trials to help human stroke patients. Ellen Greenberg was 27 years old when she was discovered with 20 stab wounds. Her death was initially ruled a homicide for obvious reasons, but then it was eventually changed to suicide. Her parents have been fighting the court ever since. Stephen Bell is a man sentenced to death by California for fatally stabbing his girlfriend's 11-year-old son. He killed the boy because he wanted to steal her TV and sell it for cocaine money, and the boy was watching the TV he was trying to steal. So he figured best course of action is to kill him. He is still in prison. He was condemned in 1994 and he has been in prison ever since, but it currently remains uncertain if Bell's sentence will actually be carried out. The Stanford Prison Experiment was a 1971 study that investigated how situational factors affect human behavior. The experiment involved 24 Stanford students who were randomly assigned to either prisoner or guard group. The experiment was originally scheduled to last for 14 days, but was stopped after 6 days due to abusive guards and signs of extreme stress and anxiety in the prisoners. It's amazing what happens to people when you give them a position of power. This is a photo of Shannon Prock being comforted by the presiding judge, Howard Dabney, during her testimony against her attempted kidnapper and her cousin's killer, Horace Kelly. Prock's cousin, Daniel Osentowski, was 11 years old at the time and was murdered because he was trying to stop Horace from kidnapping his cousin. In 1873, alleged rapist Jeff Davis was ambushed and killed by the residents of Ragersville, Ohio. No suspect was ever named, and today you can go and see his skeleton. Like a fun little attraction, little touristy visit. Anyone want to go to Ohio? I want to see a rapist skeleton. For educational reasons, of course. Thanks for watching.